As we all know, the Japanese sports car is an extinct species, or nearly extinct, because there are some still fighting it out, such as this, the Honda Civic Type R and the Subaru WRX STI. But Nicol, this isn't something I've ever seen before. You want to tell us what it is?
Yeah, you wouldn't have, because this is a very special edition Subaru WRX STI. It's a 30-year anniversary and they call it the Diamond Edition. It's got a bit more power, but it's still got that Subaru soul. So we're in Gordons Bay here at the Mountain Pass, and I say let's go out and see what they're all about.
Yeah, let's do it. About 3 years ago, I was on this very same road with the previous generation Type R, the FK2, and I remember then thinking, it was just crazy thinking how a front-wheel drive car could have so much mechanical grip on the front. I mean, there's only so much power you can put in a front-wheel drive car, and driving this here today, you think exactly the same. Where does it get that grip from? How does it do this? This car really shouldn't be taking corners the way it does. The EP3 and the FN2 were great cars, but this is just on another level. The amount of speed you get through a corner, the amount of power this thing has in the mid-range, the way the transmission works with that 2-litre engine, it's just... You hear the phrase giant killer a lot in the car world, but when it comes to the Type R, I mean, I really think it is. On a mountain pass, there's really not a lot that can get away from this thing. I mean, it tackles every single corner like it's straight. You can just throw it in there and you'll get little to no understeer. The clutch is not that stiff. It's not stiff at all. You can use it in traffic with no problem. The shift is very light. It doesn't require a lot of arm strength. The ride is quite comfortable. It's not very bumpy. It's not jittery at all. It's rather composed. It might not look like an everyday car, but the practicality is pretty great. I have plenty of headroom. These seats, okay, the seats are a little hard, but it's not something that's going to need you to go to the chiropractor every now and then. And when you keep it below 2000 RPM, the engine's quite contained. Now I've got it in sport mode. What I like about it is that it actually starts up on sport mode. That really shows the true character of the Type R. It's really one of those cars that's naughty by nature. To its credit, so is the WRX STI.
So it's day one of Shootout and I find myself behind the wheel of Subaru WRX STI Diamond Edition, and it's also the 30th anniversary of WRX STI, and you'll be glad to hear if you're a Subaru fan that no, they haven't changed that much. It's still that flat 4 turbo engine, now producing 260 kilowatt, 464 Newton meters, still your 6-speed manual transmission, still your 4-wheel drive. The basics are there, it's covered. And I can truly tell you from a Honda steering wheel, it is still a true Japanese performance car experience. From the outside, yes, Japanese styling again, big wing in the back, big exhaust, a lot of booming in the cabin, scoop on the bonnet, everything is there as you remember. But yeah, it's still that driver involvement that some of the other competitors in this segment can't give you. So yeah, that 4-wheel drive, do you need it in the dry conditions of South Africa? Not always. I used to own one in the UK, and where it's slippery and wet, there's nothing like the 4-wheel drive system of the Subaru. But I want to talk about the old school power delivery of the Subaru. You remember the turbo engines that used to wait, and then you hear that turbo boost building and then it ignites. It's still the same in the Subaru. So I want to give you a slight taste of that. So we're on this mountain pass, and I'll go to second gear and foot flat, and there you go. Antisocial it may be, but oh, so much fun.
Yeah, Nicol, I mean, 2 Japanese sports cars on an open mountain pass road, there's nothing more traditional than that. But I just have to say, the Civic is just extraordinary. Endless amount of front grip, great turbocharged engine. But tell us more about the WRX, what do you think about it?
Yes, Subaru, I think the times have probably moved on a bit if you look at A45 and RS3. But what you don't get with those cars, you do get 300 kilowatt and flappy paddle gear shifts and whatever, but you still miss a bit of driver involvement, and I think that's where the Subaru comes in. It's four-wheel drive, so when the roads get wet, I think that's when it will leave your Civic Type R behind. Otherwise, you do pay a bit of penalty with the weight. It's 1.6 tons, but it's so much fun to drive. There's so much driver involvement, that hooking that gear shift, that whooshing before it actually lets go. I would say if you still want the old school, proper Japanese performance car, then this is the one to get.
Yeah, well, big wings, big exhausts, big wheel arches, big personalities. Japan really is representing strong here at the 2019 Car Performance Shootout.